Thank you, Judy. And thank you to the Hall of Fame. This is an incredible honor to be joining the elite of the golf community. 120 amazing people, 125, 126 at the end of this evening. It's incredible. I certainly want to add my congratulations to the wonderful class of 2008. Pete Dye and Alice, I think of them as a true team, great friends. Sir Bob Charles, the right-handed lefty with a great record. Herbert Warren Wind, a fabulous writer, a real genius in my mind. And of course, Denny Shute and Craig Wood, two gentlemen I wish I had known, but they certainly paved the way for those of us who came later. I was given some advice for a commencement speaker a couple of years ago, which I think is very appropriate for a Hall of Fame speaker, and that is to think of yourself as the body at an Irish wake. They need you in order to have a party, but no one expects you to say much. I'm blessed to be involved in this greatest game, although I must say the acronym that I've heard applied to it is GOLF, Game of Lifelong Frustration. And I certainly can feel that at times. But just in my life, I've seen great changes. I've seen the youth invasion, huge international growth at the highest level, certainly great changes in technology. There have been great changes in my game as well. I take a lot of Advil, some glucosamine, chondroitin. I stretch a lot. I worry about the second putt before I've hit the first. But there's no change. We know all of this, and it's why we love the game. There's been no change in the honor, the civility, the fact that you play against yourself, that you get to play on diverse venues. It's just quite a game. It's an individual game, but no one accomplishes without backup. I was blessed to grow up in Western Pennsylvania. My second home, Allegheny Country Club, was always so supportive. The membership, the staff, I can't say enough about all of them. And then there have been the members of my family. I can't say enough about my husband, Dick Thompson, the love of my life. He's been enjoying my celebrity status. He's created a graph that shows increased cocktail invitations. He expects to get a lot more Christmas cards this year. He really would prefer to get fruitcake, but we'll probably have to settle for the Christmas cards. And of course, my mother has been on the golf course every step of the way with me. She's not pushy exactly, she's just competitive. They have slightly different approaches, my husband and my mother. When I lose, if they're not there, I call home. I always call Dick first because he says, "Darling, it's all right. Don't worry. I love you. Just come home." And then I call my mother. And she says, "Yep, I know. You lost the first 3 holes again, didn't you?" I think the last time I called her, she said, "Don't tell me. I know you lost the first 6 holes that time." And certainly my father has been with me in spirit. He would never have imagined this, that one of his progeny could possibly get to this point. But I know he's very proud. And aside from my family, there are teachers and friends who have been great. 2 of my professionals are here in the audience, John Aber and Roy Vucinich. I'd really like for my family and friends to stand. Is that possible? Can you just stand if I know you, family, friends? I thank you all for coming. It's wonderful to have you here, and it means a great deal to me. When I was growing up in the 60s and the 70s, it was still very cool to be an amateur. And my idols, of course, were talented women with triple names. There was Joanne Gunderson Carner, there was Helen Siegel Wilson, Dot Germaine Porter, Peggy Kirk Bell, Marlene Stewart Street. I mean, I was desperate to meet Dick Thompson. Finally, it was a miracle when he came along and I got to be Carol Semple Thompson. This game has given me such a wonderful life of friends and travel. I would never have thought this evening was possible. When my father was president of the United States Golf Association, he gave a lot of speeches, but he often had a little trouble. He was a little tongue-tied once in a while. He was often very proud or very privileged to present something, and he ended up saying he was proudivleged. So that's my word for the evening. I'm certainly proudivleged to be here, to be gaining entrance to the Hall of Fame. And thank you all very much.